As the sun begins to set on the first robotics competition 2025 season, robots quickly began to move towards their reefs in the autonomous period. Velocity Raptors just missing a piece of coral onto their reef, but they do manage to get a second one, and they place it very quickly right as the autonomous period ends, 20-30 in favor of the Blue Alliance at the moment. But of course, this early in the match, it is still anyone's game. Piece of coral up on level 4 for SK Robotics, and they quickly grab a piece of algae off of the reef before moving over to the red barge. Lining up, will their vacuum let go? It does, and it's up and good. Velocity Raptors matching on the blue side of the field. They've now scrubbed every single piece of algae with 1 minute 50 seconds left in this match. Their alliance partners, Shockwave, moving over towards the human player station, lining up with the human player and grabbing that piece of coral before returning back to the reef. 1425, error code 0, a piece of coral in their intake, elevator up, and they line up with a piece that already exists, and the piece of coral goes flying over the top of the reef. Red side of the field, we see Mystic Biscuit with a piece of coral in their robot, lining up to the driver's side of the red reef, and they place very quickly on the third level. A piece of algae coming off, courtesy of the home heroes, 2811, the Stormbots, and they line up to the backside of the red reef, trying to place on the fourth level, but it looks like they may be having some alignment issues. 78-67 in favor of the Blue Alliance. Pretty similar point gap that we saw at the beginning. And Shockwave places a level 3 alongside their alliance partners, the Velocity Raptors, quickly placing a level 1. Looks like the Blue Alliance trying to go for those ranking points for filling each level of their reef. 40 seconds left, and SK over to the blue side of the field. It looks like they're going to go try to defend against the cycles from Velocity Raptors and Shockwave. Error code 0, a piece of coral in their robot, trying to get it to settle into their intake before lining up with the level 2 of their reef. It is endgame now, and Stormbots moving over towards the red barge, lining up with their cage. Will they be able to get their robot up off of the ground here? Looks like the whole Red Alliance is now in their parking zone. Blue Alliance trying to line up for their climbs. Stormbots up in the air. Will the Blue Alliance be able to get up in the air? Error code 0 does, but their other two robots on that alliance do not. Preliminary score is 135-94 in favor of that Blue Alliance, and we'll have your final scores to you in a moment. Those final scores, if the FMS cooperates with us, which it never does. There it goes. The Blue Alliance takes the first match here. 148-110, a fairly high score